What's up, Sagittarius? Just getting ready to do your animal spirit love reading. I thought it would be fun to pull an animal spirit card for each you and your partner. If you're single, this may be in regard to your next lover. Um, so I'll start out with a true love reading card, and then I'll pull the animal spirit cards, and then we'll get a couple cards to clarify the dynamic between those two energies, and then close out with a spirit guide message, my favorite. I've been using those for practically every reading. So let's get started. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Please let me know in the comments if the reading resonates with you. It won't resonate with everybody, obviously, but if it doesn't, then just check out some of the other videos I've done for your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. And also just look at the titles. That's something that one of the tarot readers that I watch faithfully, she has really said that because she's not an astrologer, you know, to check out just what the title of the message is, and see if that resonates, sparks some kind of interest, then more than likely that message will be for you at the right time. And I have to totally agree. I watch all type of different signs. Of course, I have lots of different signs in my chart, so they do resonate. Okay, so Spirit, let's get a true love focus for Sagittarius. And we get connection. So let's see what the book has to say, and then we'll go from there. So it says, for a relationship to thrive, both parties need to feel appreciated and understood. You have drawn this card today because your heart yearns for a fulfilling connection with another human being and meaningful communication in which beautiful truths are revealed, honored, and shared. If you are manifesting a new relationship, be sure to spend some time considering how you will connect and communicate with the person coming into your life this time around. In an existing relationship, consider the areas in which you withhold your sharing and merely listen tolerantly until you can have your say. In both cases, you can consider what you might do to facilitate greater connection with the other. Take a genuine interest in what they say and do, ask questions, and don't just assume you understand. Then acknowledge what you have heard with a simple compliment or expression of gratitude. All right, so let's get the animal spirit energies going on in this relationship or within your next relationship for Sagittarius. Spirit, give me a card for Sagittarius, please. And we get the Lion. So you could be dealing with someone in this energy, or this could be you. It's definitely a fire. Obviously, the lion is a symbol for many things. It can be about strength, obviously, peace. It's a very majestic and spiritual animal. But sometimes they can be too serious, and that can block connection with other people. So let's get a card for who you are dealing with, Sagittarius. And we get the oyster. So you could be dealing with a water sign. This could be you currently. Interesting combination. Some of them have been very fun. I'm not going to lie. I think it's funny. Trying to picture these two entities, but I'm no zoologist, so obviously we're just talking about the current energy of you. It doesn't necessarily mean that this is your spirit animal. It's just the energies that are going on between you and another. So the oyster is very generous and appreciative, like they talked about in the book with the about connection, but they can very much clam up if they get, startled, or, if things of an emotional nature kind of hit a nerve that they're in protection mode about, right? So if you're dealing with a water sign, I'm sure that you understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So what is the dynamic between this lion and oyster energy here? So we get the Seven of Swords, and it's definitely a card about trust and the lack thereof, right? So it's, I mean, just the way this fox is kind of peering out, like, I see you, I see you. So one of you may have been hurt in the past. One of you may have even done something within the relationship that seems shady or whatever. But I get the feeling that it's more about carrying the past energies of a previous relationship and not trusting someone just based on your own patterns that you've had in previous relationships. What other card do we have for Sagittarius? And we get the moon. Yeah, this is really about feeling like there's a veil in between you, like there really does need to be some connection here. And it also can represent mystery. So I feel like someone in the relationship is feeling like, something's not right, something's going on behind my back, and that very well could be. But again, I'm just really getting this feeling that it's more about previous energies or patterns that you've gone through, or that they have gone through in the past, that promotes this lack of trust. Now, if this is the lion that's not wanting to trust, and they can come off as very fierce and hot tempered. Yeah, I could just see this oyster's going to clam up. They're not going to reveal anything if they're feeling intimidated or anything. So I feel like I can really see where bringing that type of energy into a relationship, especially if this is new, or if there has been issues with connection all along, there's, the tendency to start kind of letting our mind play tricks on us and assuming the worst, right? So let's get clarification on the Seven of Swords. And we get the King of Cups. The King of Cups is somebody that is very emotionally balanced. They are very connected with their intuition, and they can be less affected by others' emotions. Okay, it's like they're not the type that could be prodded or kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Um, ins you know Instigated. What is the word that I'm really trying to look for? I feel like they know where to invest their emotion and where not to. Um, let's see. Let's get a clarifying card for the moon for Sagittarius. And we get the Queen of Swords. So this is definitely, I'm feeling like, you know, I'm feeling like this couple, the Queen of Swords is somebody that is very truthful, matter of fact. She's not going to really hide her emotions, but she doesn't swim around in much emotion either. So I feel like, She's also very honest. I do see the King of Cups as being honest. Again, this is really solidifying to me that there is some assumptions, some patterns brought in from previous relationships that may be, you know, putting some dents in the trust that you have with each other. So let's get, and I think that connection is the answer here, right? Like really having honest connection and, you know, coming together and really connecting emotionally is where you're going to start pulling the veil back on this trust and understanding that you can trust each other. So let's get a spirit guide's message to close this out. And we get a mother's love. So we'll really have to figure out how this connects. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love can never be broken. Okay, I don't know how this plays in here. So let's get another one just to be sure. We can get some clarification even on that if we have to. And we get seek. The power of spirit exists in all things. Everything is made of energy, and every single thing in your physical world contains a fragment of spirit, including you. We are all one with spirit and always will be connected to one another. So I think that this is, you know, a sign that beyond the connection in this relationship, you may need to connect with your spirit team that's around you. If your mother has passed, then I feel like she is around you and she is wanting to help you out, and maybe other parts of your spirit team, like, you know, archangels or other ancestors, may be around you to help comfort you and understand this dynamic and this negative pattern that you're pulling into. It could be you, it could be your partner, but I feel like you're both dealing with this same kind of hurt from the past. If your mother is still alive, I feel like this is a call to connect with her. And I believe that she would have some sound advice if you're able to connect with your mother. That is all I have for you. Obviously, this will not resonate with everybody. But if it does, please let me know in the comments. And remember that the universe has your back, and so do I. Take care, Scorpio.